Hey guys, Mike Chen here in Orlando, Florida. When you think of Orlando, you probably think of Disney, Mickey Mouse, theme parks, but I'm telling you, this is a vibrant food city. From Michelin restaurants to a rapidly growing Chinatown, to what I'm about to try out today, the Orlando food truck scene. And it all starts this morning with a pastrami sandwich that I saw on Triple D. Let's go take a look. So this food truck is called the Pastrami Project. Opens pretty early, about 10 a.m., and this guy's been here. The food at this place looks incredible. It's like a traditional New York deli on wheels. And you can get everything from bagel and lox to pastrami to corned beef to tuna melts. I got a tuna melt, by the way. I can never say no to tuna melt. Tuna melt is one of those things where if I see one, I gotta get one. And this is the size of the pastrami sandwich. And I got a double meat pastrami on rye. What's really cool about this is that George, the owner, makes everything from scratch. So he makes the pastrami, he even makes the rye bread himself. And the pastrami takes about a week to make. So this is definitely some dedication here. And just look at this thing. The pastrami is glistening. It's so tender. I'm having a little trouble holding this together. Oh man. This just comes apart like nothing. I mean, these are thick marble pieces of pastrami. It looks like it's seasoned beautifully with pepper and covered in mustard. And the pastrami is piled high between two slices of, again, like I mentioned, homemade rye bread. Happy breakfast to me. Oh yeah, happy breakfast to me indeed. These are some tender, juicy, very, very smoky slices of pastrami. You definitely taste the pepper, the garlic. Every bite you take is like the pastrami just singing you a gentle lullaby. When you take a bite, the combination of the texture from the pastrami, the slight sour tang from the rye bread, the sharpness from the mustard, and of course that ultra smoky flavor from the pastrami as well, just blends so well together. With the pastrami sandwich, I got a slice of sour pickle. Oh yeah, that's a snappy, juicy pickle. Goes really, really well with the rich pastrami sandwich. After the pastrami sandwich goes down the hatch, you're just left with this really nice peppery and smoky taste on the tip of your tongue. Chase that with a little slaw or pickle, and you're ready to do that all over again. Next sandwich I got, oh yeah. This is a loaded tuna melt. Giant chunks of tuna, mayonnaise, looks like some cabbage, some radish on toasted rye bread. This is a hefty tuna melt. Phenomenal. This is one of the best tuna melts I ever had, and I eat a lot of tuna melts. Giant chunks of tuna, and this sandwich is stuffed full of it. Very rich, creamy texture from the sauce and the cheese, and it's very, very cheesy. It's toasted beautifully. I mean, this sandwich is buttery, it's creamy, it's meaty. And the sourness from the bread and the relish masterfully balances out the richness of the tuna, the cheese, and the sauce. I might like this more than the pastrami, and I love the pastrami. A 10 out of 10 tuna melt, for real. For me, a really, really good tuna melt is actually super hard to find. And this is it right here. Taste that with some pickle. That is such a juicy pickle. Yeah, this food truck's phenomenal. If you never had a traditional New York style deli sandwich before, try it out, and you're around the Orlando area where if you just want one of the best tuna melts you can find anywhere, this is the place to go. So a crazy thunderstorm just blew through out of nowhere. Anyway, I'm at my second location. This is a collective of food trucks called Alak Cart. Oh man, it smells really, really good here. There's Sri Lankan food, fried chicken, a pizza truck, that's for sure. There's steak and poke. So I got some poke. Really wanted to try this, the walking poke. Look at this. Poke inside a bag of Doritos. Let's get some Sri Lankan food. Oh, that looks so good. So from the Sri Lankan food truck, I got a roti melt. Inside this very, very flaky roti. There's chicken, looks like a little bit of veg, some scallions, tomatoes. It is all sitting on a banana leaf. Take this, dunk it into the curry that comes with it, and then feast. This is just pure flavor wrapped in a light, flaky, crispy roti. Yeah, if your taste buds were sleeping or napping or not paying attention, this will wake you right up. The chicken is tender and nice, a little crunch from the veg, and the flavor is just so deep and rich. It's savory, it's vibrant. It leaves that nice tingly pain that only chilies could inflict on you right on the tip of your tongue. And all that awesome flavor, it's just magnified by that extra curry they gave you to dunk everything in. There is definitely nothing boring or monotone about this. This is like 4th of July fireworks finale in your mouth, and it will definitely make you sweat. So this is a really fun dish. I think they modeled this after the walking taco, which is basically all the taco ingredients inside a Dorito bag. Here, tuna, avocado, scallions, crispy onions, sesame, right into a bag of Doritos. All right, there's no denying how yummy this is. This place, the poke, incredible. Fresh chunks of tuna. It's savory, it's citrusy with a hint of sweetness from the fish. Nice creaminess from the avocados. And a beautiful flavor-filled crunch from the already amazing Dorito chips. I mean, this really is the most uncommon of food marriages. Poke, which is light and fresh, mixed with a bag of very savory, zesty Dorito chips. It's a contrast of flavors for sure, but this might just be the weird food marriage made in food heaven. It's crunchy, it's savory, it's loaded with umami. I mean, if poke works on nachos, why not this? I like it. The next dish I got, this is a strange one, but I have high hopes. It's an Oreo pizza. So the crust looks very much like a Neapolitan crust, very bubbly with beautiful char marks. And inside, little Oreo cookies sitting on top of, I think this is this ground up Oreo Hershey bar. I think this is absolutely bizarre, but so freaking delicious. Yeah, the crust, very bubbly and airy. A little bit of saltiness to it, and you definitely taste that wonderful, slightly bitter char on the dough. And then the Oreo chocolate is melted over mozzarella cheese, so it gives a little savory, sweet flavor. What I like most about this is the crunch from the little Oreo cookies. You get a mouthful of that sweet chocolatey crunch from the Oreo cookies, along with the melted chocolate, the cookie crumbles, and that rich mozzarella all over this light and airy pizza dough. And the slight bitterness from the dough, usually it goes really well with the sweet pizza sauce. And here, it goes beautifully with the Oreo cookies. I mean, I thought the Dorito and poke was gonna be a little weird. I was really wary about the Oreo pizza, but I think if you love Oreos, you love pizza, you're gonna like this. A few food trucks in, and Orlando's got some doozies when it comes to food truck food. But all these weird pizza combos, I am a little surprised I didn't see like a Gator pizza or something. I bet they have that somewhere though. Dinner time in this food truck I've been wanting to come to forever. It's such a interesting concept, and it's called Duck and Drake Kitchen. So the way it works is you order all the food inside the wine bar, and everything is being prepared in this little food trailer right here. Food is here. So they were out of a couple of items. What I did get, Wagyu sliders, I got hot chicken sliders, and there's short rib empanadillas. So inside the empanadillas is Rioja braised beef, local mushrooms, and the dip is a horseradish cream. So empanadillas are little Spanish stuffed pastries, and Rioja beef is beef combined with the flavors of Rioja wine, which is a very renowned wine region in Spain, and it's all made from scratch. So pretty cool to be tasting this from a food truck. And the pastries are beautifully golden, piping hot. Dip it in some of the horseradish sauce. This is what I came here for. And this definitely lives up to the hype. Pastries are incredibly flaky and airy. The beef is out of this world tender. It's stewed in the red wine with some veggies. I see some carrots in there. I see the mushrooms. It's got wonderfully earthy and rustic flavors. Very rich flavors too. Perfect with a horseradish sauce. Every time I bite into this, it just makes me so happy. The beef is just as tender as can be. Very savory, deep, rich flavors, and all that wonderful juice from the beef and the sauce. It just soaked into the middle of these pastries. So the outside might be crumbly and flaky. Inside, soft, juicy. You got that beautiful aromatic spices. I was so lucky because this was the last order they had of the day. Yeah. This is a can't miss when you're here. The other thing I really wanted to try here is this Wagyu sliders. It's a thick looking little patty drenched in sauce and cheese. And the sauce is King Trumpet tartufata. And tartufata is basically a mixture of mushrooms and truffles and olive oil, garlic, also raclette cheese on this as well. Love it. There's some caramelized onions on this as well. This is a yummy, yummy slider. Really tender little patties of beef. The cheese is rich with a very nutty flavor. The patties, as you can see, is just full of delicious juice. And this thing is absolutely seasoned perfectly. It's garlicky. You definitely taste the olives, the earthiness of the mushrooms. That is a scrumptious slider. I'm trying to eat a little quicker now because as it's getting dark, I am being bombarded by the no-see-ums. If you don't know what the no-see-ums are, lucky you. It's like this tiny little blood-sucking spawn of Satan that just flies around. You can't really see them because they're the size of a gnat. And they suck your blood and they're itchy and they're all over Florida. These are hot chicken sliders with mango habanero chutney and sriracha aioli. And this thing is just loaded with the mango chutney below the fried chicken patty. I rarely pick chicken sandwiches over burgers. I love burgers so much. I think this is better than the Wagyu sliders. This is incredible. This might just be the most perfect little chicken slider I've ever put in my mouth. It's so freaking delicious. First of all, it's cooked beautifully. I'm sure you can hear the crunch on this chicken, and it is a fabulous one. Inside the chicken patty, it's juicy. It's seasoned wonderfully. The mango habanero chutney, it's spicy and it attacks your tongue, but it doesn't destroy it. It shows your taste buds enough mercy so you can taste the wonderful flavor of the mangoes as well. The sriracha aioli adds a second different type of burn, like more of a umami burn, and a fabulous crunch. They're pretty big size for sliders too. I mean, it's a piece of chicken. It's not really fitting between the buns. So juicy and tender inside, and that beautiful juice from the chicken is just mingling with the spicy chutney and the aioli. The bun is perfect too. It's got a really soft, pillowy, nice chew. It's soaking up all that essential juice and flavor without turning itself soggy. That wasn't even something I really intended on getting when I came here. I just saw it on the menu. I asked them how it was. They said it's incredible, and I'm glad I took their word for it. I think that's my favorite thing tonight. And then the empadillas. I mean, everything's good, but these two food items, especially this chicken slider, really stood out. All right, I gotta eat and get out of here before I lose too much blood. Last stop I am making today on this food truck tour. This is the Milk District. I think that's because there's a dairy plant right there. And here they have this little night market of food trucks that only operate in the evenings. So there's everything from pizza to burgers to tacos to buns, and I am here for this truck. Max Trill's Gourmet Comfort Food. I heard so many good things about this burger. So it looks like it's a couple smashed Wagyu patties loaded with cheese and aioli on a couple of butter toasted buns. If it tastes half as good as it smells, I'll be pretty happy. It's a loaded, cheesy, out to wazoo, delicious burger. The tatties have such a great sear, and they loaded this thing with cheese. So it's a very meaty, very rich burger. Inside, you taste the chopped onions, which brings a crunchy, subtly sweet, smoky flavor to the burger. The initial bite is my favorite. I get some of that nice crunch from that beautiful sear of the smash burgers. They're so nice and garlicky. And of course, that wonderful creaminess and richness from the cheese and the aioli. Oh, these are some ultra crispy, flavorful fries dunked in their signature aioli. I was actually looking around for this food truck. So glad I ran into them here. Nicest people and just a scrumptious burger. I think I've only done a food truck video one other time in Texas. This time in Florida, just as tasty and it's just as hot. All right, I gotta finish this before the burger gets cold and then definitely need some dessert. Whenever you're in Florida, shaved ice is a must and this is one of my favorite places to get it. Florida shaved ice is truly unique. It's usually made from real fruit and they mix it with ice cream. So it's like a shaved ice soft serve parfait. And it just tastes magical. I consider this almost an essential food item here. It is just so hot and muggy outside. Anyway, today, amazing food day. Favorite things, definitely the tuna melt. Wok and poke was unique. The Sri Lankan roti melt was good. Definitely the hot chicken sliders, the empanadillas, just all around great food in all these food trucks. And as always, all the places I went to listed down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.